Okay, we're gonna get started. My name is Francine Scott, and I'm your Mistress of Ceremonies. Okay. Commissioner Evans will come up and do our welcome and greetings.
All right, Commissioner Evans. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good. Much better. Much better. Black History Month. We got to celebrate Black History Month. It's one of the shortest months of the year. So we got to make sure we celebrate it with vigor. I want to welcome all of you to the annual Rochester Board of Education Black History Month celebration. I want to thank you all for coming out. This is obviously a very important month because we have to understand that Black history truly is American history. Many of us that are in this room would not be here had it not been for the trailblazers that blazed the way for us to be here today. And I don't mean just the 60s. I'm talking about going back to the 1800s and even ancient times. There are folks that blazed the trail to make it possible that I'll be standing here before you as a member of the Board of Education, and that Van White will be standing before you later as a member of the Board of Education, and Cynthia Elliott will be standing before you as a member of the Board of Education. I'm always reminded that we are the city of Frederick Douglass, and Frederick Douglass said, without struggle, there is no progress. So although African Americans have struggled throughout the years, we have been able to show that we have been able to progress. We still have lots of challenges in our communities. It is often said that in a larger community, when the larger community gets a cold, in the African American community, you sometimes get pneumonia in the Black communities. But today, we're not here to talk about the challenges. We're here to celebrate these successes. So I want to urge you all to sit back, relax, enjoy the successes, enjoy as we highlight the excellent academic acumen of our students. So often we hear about what young African-American men and women aren't doing. Well, guess what we're going to talk about today? What they are doing, and we're going to celebrate that mightily today. And you know, you can't have an African-American celebration without good food. And I made the mistake of coming in a couple of minutes before 5:30, and most of it's gone. But I was able to get a couple of bones. But that food is spectacular. But I'm glad that we are blending. Give them a round of applause. I'm glad that we are blending culture and academics, and then by honoring folks later today like Moses Gilbert, who has also been a prominent leader in our community. So I want to bring up the district show choir who's going to perform for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our show, and thank you so much for coming out.
Next, Jinga will come up. Jinga St. Louis will come up and get the game started.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jinga St. Louis. I am the Director of African American Studies for the district, and I'm also a member of our Black History Month, our Board of Education Black History Month Committee. And we are here to bring you the third annual Knowledge Bowl competition for the Rochester City School District. This is our, I said third annual, our third year bringing a knowledge-based celebration of Black History Month to you to really commemorate what Black History Month started out as. And it started out as an academic celebration of Negro writers by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. And by the persuasion of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, it was turned into Black History Month. So we love to celebrate with food. We love to celebrate with fashion shows and beautiful songs, but we really wanted to go back and really celebrate the academic side or the intellectual side of African Americans through our Knowledge Bowl. So on Monday, we had a preliminary competition with 5 schools. We had East High School, we had Edison Tech, we had Northeast College Prep, we had Leadership Academy for Young Men, and Wilson. And I'm sorry, not Wilson, Monroe. And coming out on top, you're going to see the competition between Northeast College Prep and Edison Tech High School. So let's give them a round of applause as they come up and join us here at the table. Northeast, you can sit right to my left. And Edison. Once you get settled, we'll give them a second to get settled. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You can speak loud because we have to switch sides because Northeast, the buzzers are set up for Northeast on that side. I'm sorry. You know we can't have this without technical difficulties. You got to have one, maybe 2. Okay, once they get settled, I'm going to have Northeast tell us your first and last name and your grade. Speak right into the microphone.
My name is Lanice Austin, and I'm in the 10th grade.
My name is Kendall Small, and I'm in the 12th grade.
Ormel Sermons, sophomore.
Okay, and we have Edison Tech side. You can have your own microphone so you can put it right in front of you. Right in front of you.
My name is Kiana Williams, and I'm a senior.
My name is Jamila Cruz, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Taija Smith, and I'm a junior.
Thank you. So, what we're going to do is, first I'm going to get us to our game. So we have 5 categories. We had 11, and we switched up the categories per game, but the categories are, well, let me go over the rules. Each student will have a buzzer in their hand, and they are to depress like this. Remember on Monday, you use the palm of your hand, not this way, because we learned that students are holding on to the buzzer like that, so we switched it up, and students will have to depress the buzzer with the palm of their hand. You will not have an opportunity to answer the question until the end of the question has been read. Then the buzzers will be unlocked for you to answer. You may, as soon as you know, press the button. There's really no need to collaborate, but you'll have 7 seconds before you, if no one answers within 7 seconds, I will say time is up, and we will display the answer up here. Your names, you can see them right in the screen, right in the center. Our audience can't see them, but I will call your name. So please wait for your name to be called in order for me to call on you. Please do not yell out until I call your name. Okay? Any questions? Okay, we needed a coin.
I got a quarter.
To do a coin toss. Thank you.
Yes. rescue.
Since you got the coin, you can call it. What would you like?
Tails? We like tails.
It is head.
Ah. Packing my foot.
Yes. We're going to just do a quick check.
Press it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Let me wait till they check. That's a good point. In the interest of, just so we all know, 2 players, you will be given 7 seconds to choose your category. If not, if you don't choose it in 7 seconds, we're going to give it to the other team because we are on a tight time crunch. Okay? You all set? Making sure our scoring is correct. Y'all set, Sheldon? So did you all enjoy that food while we're waiting? Wasn't it scrumptious? Did you guys know where we got that from?
Gladys Place?
Yeah, so we got some we had some soul food from Gladys's place on Jefferson Avenue. We also have chicken wings and dirty rice from the French Quarter across the street. We're also blessed to have a wonderful carrot cake donated by our very own Jerome Underwood's wife, who is a baker. On the weekends, she bakes pastries and desserts. And we also had callaloo from the Pepper Pot and rice. I'm sorry, we had many chicken and beef patties from Livy's Imports.
Where the beef patties was at?
Oh, and mini tarts from Gladys's and peach cobbler from the French Quarter.
I think I should get like 10 points for answering that Gladys. My voice projects. I didn't know I could do something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, we had sweet potato souffle from the French Quarter. There was so much food, I forgot a lot of it, and I ate all of it.
It seems like no matter where I am, close to the mic, you can always hear me. It's annoying. I don't like that.
So while we're waiting, we're going to go to the end, and would all the Black History Month members please stand up, please, so we can recognize you before as we're waiting. Thank you so much. In the back, we have Mia. Up here, we have Jeanette, Francine, Ricky, and Sherry. Thank you so much. And Aloma. Aloma is taking all of your names and making sure we get everybody captured. Pressing the buzzers.
My name's spelled wrong.
Tayasia, Jamalette. I'm just saying the names.
Whenever we get a question,
Thank
like, we
you.
should dab. You know you want to.
Right.
That's what y'all be doing, Dad? Hit the focus.
1 second. You made me get out of my game.
And I didn't even pay for this. This is the demo.
Okay. And it ended just in time because we are all set to go. So we have our categories. The point values go from 10 points to 50 points. Unlike Jeopardy, we will not have a double Jeopardy and we won't have a final Jeopardy. It's going to just be one round. And the team with the top points will take home the prize. The prize we have is the coveted Knowledge Bowl trophy that will remain at the home school for an entire school year. And then we also have $25 Regal gift cards for our winners. So may the best school win. And Edison is going to select from the following categories: notable Rochesterians, Black authors past and present, contemporary Black culture, oh. It keeps blanking out.
Calm down.
it's not all of them. There's only 4 categories. You all know what you're gonna pick, right?
Yeah.
First? All right, we need to get that out the way. All right. Here we go, let's hurry up. All right, let's go. Thank you, Tech Crew. All right, where would you like to go?
Notable Rochesterians for 40.
Notable Rochesterians for 40. This man, a runaway slave, came to Rochester in 1816 and opened his own meat market on what is now West Main Street. Time is up. The answer is, audience? Oh. Who is Austin Stewart?
You know that.
So as you know, this is a learning experience for everybody. So now you know. Don't forget. Austin Stewart. Okay. Edison. Speak right into the microphone. You have your own.
Homage to Motherland for 40.
Okay, homage to the motherland for 40. This country in West Africa was founded as a settlement for freed African slaves from the United States and has been independent since 1847. Kiana?
What is Liberia?
Very good. Okay. Go ahead.
Homage to Motherland for 30.
Homage to the motherland for 30. This lake is the largest lake by area and the largest tropical lake in the world. Time is up. What is Lake Victoria? Okay. Edison?
Black culture for 30.
Contemporary Black culture for 30. This 2014 historical drama film portrayed 1965 voting rights marches led by Martin Luther King Jr., James Bevel, Hosea Williams, and John Lewis. Lanice?
What is Selma?
Correct. What is Selma?
I should have pressed it. I should have pressed it.
Okay, Northeast.
Contemporary Black culture for 20.
Contemporary Black culture for 20. This actress recently won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Television Series Drama for her portrayal of Cookie Lyon. Yes, Lanice.
Who is Taraji P. Henson?
Who is Taraji P. Henson? Very good.
She knew that Empire question.
Northeast.
Contemporary Black culture for 10.
This African-American holiday created by Malona Karenga begins December 25th and ends January 1st. Kiana.
What is Kwanzaa?
Very good. What is Kwanzaa?
I gotta smack it. Gotta smack it.
Edison.
Black authors past and present for 30.
Black authors past and present. This playwright's best known plays are Fences, The Piano Lesson, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Time is up. The answer is, who is August Wilson?
Oh, yeah, we did know
You
that.
know this, you all. Go ahead, Edson, your selection.
Notable Rochester for 50.
Notable Rochester for 50. Ursula Burns is the first black female CEO to head this major Rochester corporation. Kiana,
What is Xerox?
what is Xerox? Very good.
We gotta get back up there, right? You ready?
Okay, let's have a score. Let's see where we are. We are at Edison, who has 100 points, and Northeast is at 50. Okay?
Okay, Africans, Caribbeans for 10.
Africans as Caribbeans for 10. This female rapper, whose sultry lyrics and exaggerated anatomy, is the only female under the Young Money label and hails from Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, Kiana?
Who is Nicki Minaj?
Oh, she was, sorry.
Oh, she's from Barbados.
That was 10?
The other
I'm
one.
sorry, my bad.
The Caribbean.
It's 10. Sorry. Who is Nicki Minaj? For 10. Okay. Did anybody, we all knew that? Isn't that new?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. Go ahead, Edison.
Notable Rochesterians for 10.
Notable Rochesterians for 10. This man, Rochester's first licensed African-American physician, opened his private practice at 574 Clarissa Street in 1921. His name now has this school located at 465 Seward Street. Yes, Kiana?
Who is Charles T. Longford?
Very good. Who is Charles T. Lunsford? Go ahead, Edison.
Homage to Motherland for 50.
Homage to the motherland for 50. This country, whose capital is Nairobi, has been one of the most stable nations in Africa and has been a popular tourist and safari destination since its days as a British colony. It is also the name of its highest mountain. Oh, time is up.
No, it wasn't. It was me. No,
The answer is, what is Kenya?
Oh my God, that was the easiest.
it was nothing.
You need to have your hands ready. Yeah, get ready. Thank you. All right. Okay, go ahead, Edison, your selection.
Contemporary black culture for 40.
All right. This hip-hop artist was nominated 11 times for the 2016 Grammy Awards, leading the list for most nominations this year. Yes, Lanice?
Who is Kendrick Lamar?
Very good.
I told you not to sleep on it. That's what I'm talking about.
See, some of these are kind of easy, and it becomes a matter of speed, right? So I got to keep your hand on the buzzer. Okay. Okay, Northeast.
Contemporary black culture for 50.
Contemporary black culture for 50. This actress was the first black woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Lanice?
Who is Viola Davis?
Very good. Who is Viola Davis? Okay, Northeast, your selection. Oh, let me get the scores to everyone. We now have Edison at 120, and Northeast has moved into the lead with 140.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 20.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 20. This Jamaican reggae singer and songwriter gave us hits such as Could You Be Loved, Get Up, Stand Up, and No Woman, No Cry. He was also a famous Rastafarian. Yes, Kendall?
Who is Bob Marley?
Who is Bob Marley?
I was really hitting that, but we got back up there.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I want to do notable Rochester.
Okay, go ahead, Northeast.
Notable Rochesterians for 20.
Internationally renowned Tony Award-winning choreographer, moved to Rochester in 1970. He still resides in Rochester, serving as artistic director and president of this dance company. Yes, Kiana?
Who is Garth Fagan?
Who is Garth Fagan?
You know, I didn't lose the last name.
Very good. Yes. Okay, we are now Edison, 120, Northeast. Did you add that? 140 for Edison, 160 for Northeast.
Black authors, past and present for 50.
Black authors, past and present, for 50. Good luck. This world-renowned poet, writer, commentator, activist, and educator is known for her popular poem titled Ego Trippin'.
Okay. Who is Maya Angelou?
I'm sorry, I forgot to call you. They were making too much stuff back there. That is incorrect. It's not Maya Angelou. You guys have 7 seconds to figure it out. Northeast. Okay, ladies, what is the answer? All right, good for you.
I remember.
That was tough. That was a hard one. Okay.
Good time.
No, it's Northeast, yes?
I thought it was this.
It was you guys?
Yeah, but
Okay,
we-
my bad. I was so distracted.
But they got it incorrect. Is that?
Stop.
Oh,
No,
was that?
they-
I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah, both of you did. No harm, no foul with that.
No.
Okay. Go ahead, guys.
Notable Rochesterians for 30.
A graduate from the School of the Arts, this actor of the big screen has credit as an author with his first children's publication, Chocolate Me. Yes, Kendall?
Who is Tay Diggs?
Very good. Yes, they did.
I told you we should have went to the 50.
I'm so proud of myself.
Okay.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 30.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 30. Marcus Garvey, a champion of black nationalism and Pan-Africanism movement, was from this Caribbean nation. Yes, Kiana?
What is Jamaica?
Very good. What is Jamaica?
I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Africans as Caribbeans for 50.
Africans as Caribbeans as for 50. This actor and director was the first Bahamian and African American to win an Academy Award in 1964. Later, he became a Bahamian ambassador and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama. Yes, Kendall?
Who is Sidney Poitier?
Very good. Now, this young man didn't have his hand on the buzzer until I told him to put it on the buzzer. See what happens when you put it on the buzzer?
Thank you.
Things happen.
I appreciate it.
Okay, you may select.
Let's go back to Africans Caribbeans.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 40.
Africans as Caribbean Americans for 40. This 5-time NBA championship of the San Antonio Spurs was born in the Virgin Islands. Yes,
okay.
Taija?
Who is Tim Duncan?
Very good. Okay, we have a very close score of 210 for Edison and 240 for Northeast. Okay? Just enough clues left for anybody to win this. All right? I'm hot. Okay.
Can I just say something real quick?
It's hot up here.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Good game, everybody.
Thank you.
Air high five. Air high five to everybody. Good job. Okay, Edison.
Black authors past and present for 40.
All right, here we go. This woman was an American folklorist, anthropologist, and author of 4 novels and over 50 short stories, plays, and essays. She is best known for her novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God. Yes, Kiana?
Who is Maya Angelou?
That is incorrect. 7 seconds, Northeast.
Okay, done.
Time is up. And the audience says?
Nobody.
Who is Zora Neale Hurst? You've never heard of her? Your English teacher will not like that.
Yeah.
That is 11th grade Common Core book.
I knew about Eyes Were Watching God.
Well, maybe you're not. That it is. It's in the core.
Oh, it's thick.
Okay, go ahead, Edison. Very tight.
Homage to the Motherland for 20.
Homage to the motherland for 20. This country is constantly faced with critical issues such as starvation, overpopulation, and serious health issues. Yes, Kendall?
Where is Nigeria?
That is incorrect.
Is it Mali?
That is incorrect.
What was it?
The answer is, what is Ethiopia?
Oh my God!
Sorry. Okay, we have 3 clues left. Okay, again, it's anybody's game.
Who winning?
Edison,
Oh, black author,
20.
black authors past, present for 20.
okay. Born in Senegal about 1753, this poet was brought to Boston, Massachusetts on a slave ship in 1861. She mastered Latin and Greek and began writing poetry. She published her first poem at the age of 12, and Rochester has a library named after her. You need to buzz if you know. Yes, Kendall?
Phyllis Wheatley? Who was Phyllis Wheatley?
Very good.
Oh!
Oh. I think we were all holding our breath. I know I was. Okay, 2 clues left.
Homage to the motherland, please, for 10.
Homage to the motherland for 10.
I don't think so.
There are this many independent nations in the continent of Africa. Yes, Kiana?
2.
That is incorrect. You don't have to buzz.
What is 54?
Very good. Okay, what is the score? The score? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to tell you. Let's just do it. Okay, black authors, past and present. This author wrote The Bluest Eye, The Color Purple. Oh, that's not right. That's the wrong. She did not write The Color Purple. And the Pulitzer Prize winning Beloved. Bluest Eye and Beloved. Who wrote The Bluest Eye and Beloved? This author wrote The Bluest Eye and Beloved. Time is up. Who is Toni Morrison? Okay, and with a score of 270 points, Northeast, congratulations. Good job, Northeast. And good job, Edison. Good job, Edison. Let's give Edison a round of applause. While we have just a few minutes left, we want to recognize the wonderful work of the coaches. These students did not do it alone. And I just want to take a moment. We talk about all things competitive when it comes to sport and athletics, but these children exercised their minds over the last month and a half trying to understand as many facts. A lot of it they know. It's just that competitive. We got to get it doing this a lot more. But this is just as an important competition as those Section 5 basketball competitions going out there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to recognize the coaches of Northeast, Grant Atkins and William Hucks. Grant Atkins and William Hucks. And I also want to recognize the coaches from Edison, Abraham Steiner and Jesse Carden. They are both Pan-African Studies teachers as well at Edison High School, as is Mr. Atkins. And I also want to recognize the alternate from the Edison team. Tell me your name one more time. Shakia played and got them here. Shakia got them here on Monday. And she let her alternate play today. But they all play a stellar competition. I'm always shaking with excitement up here because I'm so happy to see you all put the time in. So at this time, I'm going to ask... Oh, I'm sorry. Your alternate? Say it. Isabella from Northeast. I remember you. She played on Monday, and she got their team here, too. So at this time, we are going to... Okay, Ms. Francine will continue with the recognition.
Okay. Now we're going to have the interim superintendent, Linda Simmons, come up. She's going to award do the trophy presentation.
Welcome everyone. What a great occasion, and how much fun to watch And first of all, it was the best meal I've had since I've been here in Rochester, so I got to go out and find those restaurants because it was definitely better than the Burger King I'm stopping on the way back to the hotel. So, and to all of you, kudos, congratulations for the time you took, congratulations for your working together, for your motivation, and for your interest and pride in your culture and history. So good for all of you. Keep it up. Hope to hear that you're scholars when you're scholars someday, and you'll be coming back and letting us know that. But for right now, can we have the winners come forward, please? Is there a team captain? Lenise, are you the appointed team captain? All right then. On behalf of the city school district, congratulations. Let me shake your hand. And you got that to take back. Congratulations. 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 Would you like to say something?
I'll say something.
All right.
Black history. We posing? We posing? Pose with it. Pose with it.
Oh, we want you to take a picture.
Oh, okay.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Okay, so now we're going to have the recognition of high scholars. Aloma Kaysen, Ricky Frazier,
Good afternoon. Today we come to honor all of those students who have achieved a 4.0 GPA or higher. And so we are very proud of them. And so I'd like to call up Jaquino Barcelona from East High School. And I'd like to invite the board to come up so that they can receive the students after they have accepted their award. And you're going to go this way. Where's the board? Right this way. From Wilson Magnet, I'd like to call on Durusti to Duruso. Not here. I'd like to call on Wakia Abdi from Wilson. If the principals are here, would you please come and receive the certificates for your students? Thank you very much. Exania Avery from School of the Arts. Congratulations. Yeah. Now you're going to go this way. Nicholas Walker from School of the Arts. Congratulations. not here. Kalisha Carney from Rochester Early College. Congratulations. Now you're gonna go this way. Brandon Apto from Leadership Academy. Congratulations. I think that's it. He didn't come. And now we're going to ask Commissioner Hallmark to come and present the high scholar, the highest, and I think that is Aquino Barcelona.
Okay. You want to stand next to me, and I want to say something about you. So Jakina's fabulous student here. Let me read what I know about him. Jakino Barcelona is an exemplary student at East High School. He started East High in the 7th grade, where he plans to continue his education until his graduation in June of 2017. Jakino has excelled throughout his high school career and currently has a GPA of 4.28. Right. Jakino has also earned a handful of awards, including perfect attendance, honor roll with distinction, and has been a recipient of the Rochester Children's Scholarship Fund. After school, he's participated in the gaming club as well as the Upward Bound program. After graduation, Jakino would like to attend RIT for game design. Jakino is truly an admirable student and an asset to both East High School and the Rochester community. Congratulations, and good luck to you. Okay, we done?
Okay, now we're going to have President White. Black History Month Award. He's going to do our Black History Month Award for tribute to Moses Gilbert.
Good evening, everybody. Moses, come on up here. Give him a round of applause. Matter of fact, give him a standing ovation. And take your time coming up here, Moses. You deserve every minute of the applause. A little bit louder, a little bit louder. Yeah, a little hooting and hollering, right? He deserves every bit of applause, every bit of energy it took you all to stand up with all that good food in your stomach. So, Moses, if you will just indulge me for a moment, I want to shed some light for those who don't know you, for these folks to understand who you are as a person to this community. And also educate myself. There's some stuff I didn't know about Moses, so I'm going to read some of the stuff, and much of it, though, is in our hearts, those of us who know him well. Moses was born in Rochester. I did not know that. I'm not going to give you the date, but he was born to Horace C. and Pear Lee Gilbert. Listen to this. I didn't know this. He is the 11th out of 13 children. All right? Which meant he had some responsibilities with respect to his brothers and his sisters, and that is to be a good sibling to them all. He attended, I did not know this, Nathaniel Rochester No. 3 school. He later graduated from Madison High School. So what you get out of this is he is homegrown, right? And we can take ownership in that. We're very proud of that. He graduated from Morgan State University in Baltimore. He then got a degree in political science. He completed, I didn't know this, 2 years of military service and 18 months of overseas deployment. Mr. Gilbert was employed, I knew this and all of you all know this, the Montgomery Neighborhood Center from 1965 to 1969 as a youth worker supervisor. Now, I always thought he was at Montgomery his whole career, but that's not true. Listen to this. He then went to work for, how many of you guys remember, that we'll be dating ourselves, Mayor Stephen May. Remember that guy, right? He went to work for him as a youngster in 1971, and apparently, I didn't know this, he got his master's degree in social work from Syracuse University. All right? Ooh, yeah, you can go to ooh to that. But he didn't stop there. He was executive director of the Model Cities program. I did not know that. I mean, you just think that Moses has done so much just at Montgomery. But look at all that he did even before he got there and then left there and came back. Let's give that a round of applause. We really, and my colleagues know, we are trying to get out of here. We got a lot of stuff to do today. But this is the kind of stuff, Jose is saying, take your time. Because this is the kind of stuff we should really enjoy. Because if God is good to us, half as good as he's been to Moses, we will all be standing here making these kinds of statements about our duties here. Let's give Moses a round of applause. I'm just halfway through. This, if many of you may know, this Model Cities program for you young folks help startup businesses get going in this community. In 1972, he became an associate professor at RIT in the social work department. In 1973, he joined the United Way as the planning director. All these institutions that we're very familiar with, this guy was a part of all that. Just look at, we talk about black history, and we think of posters of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman. We got history right here, and looking good too, by the way. But as we all know, Mr. Gilbert returned to Montgomery Neighborhood Center as executive director in 1976. As many of you may know, the Montgomery Neighborhood Center serves the southwest quadrant of our city, providing services and food and resources and daycare, adult and child daycare services to over 400 and 500 families. The center has helped develop self-help programs and self-help neighborhood programs for our citizens. It has helped prevent the decline of neighborhoods and improve the quality of lives for thousands and thousands of citizens. And in fact, Moses did what we all are very familiar with, but I didn't know he was directly involved with it, of course, Habitat for Humanity. And we all know what that has done for so many families, brought them dignity and pride. You can look for somebody in a history book, or you can just look right up front and you'll see history here again. Let's give him another round of applause. He has also served as an adjunct professor at RIT, SUNY Brockport, and Roberts Wesleyan College. I could go on for another 10 minutes describing for you the various boards that he served on, from, as I said, Habitat for Humanity, Pop Warner Football, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the American Legion Post, 1830, the Veterans Burial Duty, the Clarissa Street Reunion. How many of us have benefited by being enriched? I see Jerome back there. How many of us have benefited by this man, and we don't even know it? He also serves as a founding member to the Southwest Kiwanis of Rochester. Please join me and the Board of Education in welcoming, but most importantly, thanking our own bit of Rochester history, Moses Gilbert. Moses, before you give your remarks, I just want to read for you this plaque that the board is presenting you today. The Rochester City School District Board of Education and Superintendent present the Community Service Award to Moses Gilbert, February 25th, 2016, for his lifelong commitment and contribution to serve our families and our community. God bless you, Moses. Thank you very much.
Why, thank you. Oh, overwhelmed me. Yes, thank you to the board and the staff and to all of you for selecting me for this honor. You know, it's a little awesome here. I really appreciate it. As President White indicated, I'm glad to be and proud to be a product of the Rochester City School District. It fed me well for life. It's just great. So it's really great when I see our students here performing today as well as every day around the community. And it is just great because there is a way to keep on working and get your reward there when you, of the goals and objectives that you have set for life. You know, I think of what Oprah Winfrey said when folks are talking about how lucky she is, how lucky she was. And she said her definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Our students, preparation meets opportunity. But my old buddy, the late James McCullough, former executive director of ABC, Action for a Better Community, he said it this way. He said, 90% of luck, both good and bad, is what you do to cause it. So students, mom and dads, everybody here, yes, you can achieve. Set your goals, your objectives in life, and you can achieve them. Thank you very much for this honor.
Our program is about to come to a close, but I want you all to appreciate what just happened here. You got schooled. You received some wisdom. I mean, it wasn't a speech, it was wisdom. So, Moses, you never stop giving, and we really appreciate that. And help me one more time. Give him another round of applause for what he just gave us. And I will conclude this program by asking you all to look at your program. And before I ask you to take a look at page 2, I want to have you all join me in thanking our staff. I don't want you to think this is an obligatory part of the program where we say, oh, thank you for all that you've done. I want all of our staff to put this together, to stand up, because we really want to show our love and appreciation for what you've done. Please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. It is not an easy thing that they do, and to make it so substantive and valuable is a real blessing for our district, and we appreciate that. We really want you to know we appreciate all that work. And then, as I said, I want you to look at the program that they helped develop. Page 2, it's got 2 pictures, one of Nelson Mandela, I have to lift my glasses up, and the other one of Muhammad Ali. And I'd ask that you read together with me the quote from Muhammad Ali. It says, it's the repetition of, come on now, everybody read with me, here we go. It's the repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. So you can say amen to that. Amen. And so this is what I want you all to do, and it's going to be very brief. He talks about affirmations, repeating them, because that's what makes reality happen. In this district, we got to start believing in some stuff, right? You can say amen to that. You can say, that's right, Van. We have to begin to believe that, as Moses says, that we can succeed. How does that happen? We have to begin to repeat to ourselves those things that we are capable of doing. Barack Obama said it, and people loved it. Yes, we can. We have an award every month that we give out. Yes, we can. Now, let's be very specific in our affirmations about what we have to do to make our own bit of Black or American history. We have to start repeating some affirmations that are foundational to our success. So repeat with me here. Yes, we can be good mothers and fathers. Can y'all say that? Yes, we can be good mothers and fathers. That's how we're going to make Black history. Try this one. Yes, we can be good neighbors. Say that. Yes, we can be good neighbors. All right, now, listen to me, because this is going to apply to some of you out there. Yes, I can be an excellent teacher. Say that. We can be an excellent teacher. And by the way, that just does not apply to people with degrees. That applies to big brothers and big sisters, right? I got one more for you. Yes, I can be a good, productive citizen of Rochester. Try that now. Yes, I can be a good and productive citizen of Rochester. If you repeat those affirmations over and over again. Our graduation rate will improve, our ELA scores will improve, our math scores will improve, and we will be the kind of candlelight, the kind of spotlight, the kind of guiding light that our state and our city needs. God bless you. Keep you.